And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. This is still the second stream on release candidate 19. Should be the third part. This run was started on release candidate 6. Let's confirm our assignments and let some time pass. Work towards getting better shipyards so we can build stuff faster. Definitely now that we got more metal coming in, I think we can afford to build stuff faster. We're working global-wise towards fission pulse drives for the Orion drive, superconducting magnets for tin droplet, and those will be good. We might maybe try to go into plasma earlier than we did last run, if the sort of particle lances don't work out in larger ships. We shall see how that goes. Echo 180 completes transfer of Phobos parking permit. Okay. We're reasonably friendly terms with them, so I don't think they're going to attack our base. On Phobos. Which just finished. It'll be ahead of everything else building on Phobos, because we let the base sit around for a little bit building, just in case the aliens are going to turn around and blow it back up again. You arrived at low Mars orbit. I'm probably going to start bombarding something.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
I've begun bombarding Jean Nicole base, which has no defenses. So it's just a matter of time before they blow it up. Another alien fleet is going to Phobos, arriving on the 31st of July. Okay, the mine was blown up.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
And the base was destroyed. Okay. I'm gonna give a short boost time. Just let them move.
Order is returning.
Elsewhere, if they're gonna move elsewhere. And presumably they have. At this point, we're probably below the hate cap. So while we've got a guy coming to Phobos, I think they're gonna leave us mostly alone. There's 2 open spaces on Mars. I think they only just blown one of my places up. So I think they went to blew something else up with someone else's. We'll just quickly grab both of these. Not super great. Well, the Arsus was ours because we were doing it probably for the nobles. The other one's not super great, but we'll take it anyway. Found settlement and found settlement, where we'll of course manage both of them. Gonna quick build solar. Oops. Of course, when I clicked, it didn't move the whole thing, which was not what I wanted. The operations tower is fine. We were going to do that anyway, but solar array. Development mining complex. Farm. LDA. Materials. Skunk works. Life science. We may come back and do admin tower later, depending on boost. Okay. Quick build. Solar. Settlement. Ops. Skunks. Farm. LDA. Materials. Life. And then we can do admin for the last one. Again, as if mission control permits it later. Or not mission control, boost permits it later. Struggle to smuggle. Like run each other over. Smuggling. Nyrad and Kendrick.
We'll be ready for new orders
Nyrad
soon.
and Kendrick.
Prepping for the next mission.
I'm gonna favor Nyrad, rather than money is money. And then I can send someone to go improve Kendrick. Yeah. In fact, I could probably send Nyrad to go improve Kendrick. Okay. They're pending to arrive on Earth. Just wanted to know they were inbound. Direct investment. Let's spend some of this influence on funding in India. I think it would be a little bit more efficient in China. But unlike China, we can have full control over India.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we want you to inspire Kendrick.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Acknowledged.
At your service. Investigating alien site.
Ready to go. We'll
Sure,
make
doesn't
our
involve the
appeal.
campaign at the moment. Okay, let's confirm silence, let some time pass. I think we're about to be attacked in a couple different places, but that is what it is. Launches for low Earth orbit 1, arriving in August. These might not always be coming from me, to be fair. Layer defense array. Oh, and one of the reasons they may not be coming from me is the servants have declared
Loyal to the cause.
that they're going to conquer the world, so they've pissed all the major human factions off. So the aliens may become angered at any of the factions besides the Protectorate. Oh, I forgot I should go and track down the servant. See if we've got enough info to try that next turn. There's the shipyard done. You're adding, I think, to India. 106. There we go. With shipyard done, I think we're going to move on. Do you want ring or colony? I think colony. This is the prerequisite for, yeah, this is the one we want. Prerequisite for the mines, the tier 3 mines.
The people will come to our side.
Public campaign successful. Okay.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
They have arrived. What are they up to? Global command structure is done. We're going to keep working on that sort of improvement. Maybe there's some things in here like photon command that provide control points, but they're pretty expensive. Looks like they're all in the top 10k range. We still got some cheap ones down in social science. Let's do loyalty training.
The people will come to our
Okay,
side.
looks like they're just sitting there, menacingly. Okay, and then they're going back.
Here's what we found. Ready to go.
At your service.
We don't know any of the servants enough to do turn counselor on them. In fact, I don't know where any of the servants are. So we're going to send you to go find a servant.
We'll see what they're up to.
Standing by for orders.
So we can get one of them turned.
Heading to the LZ.
He's done a pretty good job of suppressing the aliens in territory we control.
Offering support. I think we had a
Once more?
breakthrough.
Surveillance complete.
Humanity first, not the type, not the person we're
Every
looking for.
child adores playing with magnets, yet most adults pay them no heed. Foolish, really, for one day they will become the very bedrock of our society. Chancellor leads.
So we got our magnets. It would be an argument maybe to go. Could go coil guns, could go plasma next. Neutronics with advanced fission systems. This is the prerequisite for Diamondites. Diamondites is the prerequisite for adamantine armor. Yeah, so I should do molecular assemblers on pursuit of diamondoids. And they're still saying they're gonna take control of fission pulse drives, and they haven't quite done that yet. They've been saying that since the beginning. You'll see if they ever succeed at that. Here, there's 7,000, little under 7,000 left. At this point, if we backed off, only humanity first would be able to take it from us. So we're actually going to slow down there so we can try to hold control of these two. Because I think we got arc lasers locked in. Definitely no place to do phased. Which is behind ultracapacitors, which is behind molecular submarine circuit. I'd like to do diamondoids, although we work on the one prerequisite for that. Neutronics, anything missing for advanced fissions, which are things like a fission lantern and or Poseidon torch. Lantern into torch, I think is how that works. That's also the terawatt gas core reactors, which is the upgrade on our existing reactors. There's heavy pulsed, which is the H Orion, which we may want to do soon. We have what we need for UV. The upgrade to... Yeah, so we could pick up UV. We could do ultraviolet arc when the arc's done. That would probably be a decent cannon, especially combo that with the earlier plasmas. They moved plasmas up. And the ships I was running last time were... Okay, they were UV phasers, but we could do UV arc pretty easily. Or, yeah, UV arc pretty easily. With, like, tier 2 plasma. And that would make a pretty decent, real heavy ship. Although for that, we'd need... Well, if we were running Titans. We might not go all the way to Titans, I suppose. For the first wave of really big ships. I think that's fleet logistics for... the big ships. Looking at full tree would probably make sense. Full search. Titan. Titanic spacecraft. Diamondoids, fleet logistics. And obviously we want diamondoids, and fleet logistics is just missing integrated to Earth space. Which we actually have all the prerequisites for. Yes, we got lots of choices. Lots of really good choices. Lots of expensive choices, but good choices. Okay. Letting some more time pass. Maglev trains. We'll want those eventually, but we're not in a rush to that. Man 81st has nicked one of my mission control orgs that I had on the bench that I wasn't using, so that's fine. Honestly, had they been nicer, I would have just sold it to them. We want you to join India 106. So we've got 2 more ships under production.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
And then I think we'll try the 10 of them attacking again. Cap module complete at Phobos.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Let's go on for the good guys.
Terra mission in Canada? What did the Canadians do to you? They must have seen too many of the Geneva checklist videos about Canada. Arrived at Phobos parking. I suspect our base at Phobos is about to get attacked. Oh, no, they were there for Exodus. Okay. Exodus got attacked.
Acknowledged.
Okay, you are still looking for servants. We know where an alien is.
Surveilling
That's not what we're looking for, but I'm going to get
Standing
distracted by it.
What's the up?
I really shouldn't
Acknowledged.
arrest that alien.
Reporting in.
What's the up?
Oh, you have good investigator, you actually don't have the ability to find people. Interesting.
Your orders?
And then really you're saving up for that, which will give you another admin point. And we can remove Indulgent here. So we're taking your bad traits away. You'll probably go back to buffing your Persuasion. And you're saving up for something pretty expensive. Just the Project Administrator job. Oh, actually, technically you're saving up for Astroneer, which is not going to give you an admin. Although giving you a 3-star or 1-star 3 admin for 1 empty spot is probably not worth it. I'm going to take the engineering project off. A little bit Espero on. Cyclotron. If we are going to try to continue to run the particle weapons, we may want the Cyclotron. That's a particle weapon post. Basically the laser engine, but for the particle weapons. You've completed a transfer to low Earth orbit, beginning repairs and refueling.
Offering counsel.
Or
I
sending you back
believe
out
they'll
to the
stay loyal
asteroids.
to the cause.
And you're refueled. Okay. So, which asteroid do I want to send you to? Prospecting. What do I need? Do I need more volatiles? Suppose radioactives would be interesting, but the best unclaimed radioactive site is on the moon. Okay. And then everything else is sub 1. It's sub 1, I'm probably better off just buying it from Earth. So if I want more radioactives, it's the moon mine. Fair enough. Nobles. Got 15. Although I'm not that desperate for nobles. And it's got pretty good metal as well. What do I want? Volatiles. We can get 50s for the volatiles. You know, I'll be allured by that noble metal. So your destination is to go there. Up to Partra. We want you to spend only about half your fuel so you can get back. It's gonna take you 48 weeks to get there. Set up the mine, fly back in probably another 48 weeks. And yeah, after that we're probably gonna do volatiles.
We've got some intel on our target.
We've moved the needle. Our case remains unheard.
By the numbers.
Has arrived in low Earth orbit 1. Says I should check to see what it's up to. Probably it's the surveillance fleet back again. Yeah, I think that's the surveillance fleet back in. I remember Victor 6. Yep, surveillance fleet back again. Oh, that reminds me. When is the... I think it was November. I want the planet selected. November. Then you've arrived. Ah, you're doing another insertion. So that's another alien making its arrival. Presumably the replacement for the one we arrested.
I'm here.
If we were to try to catch you, how hard would it be? Decently hard, we can only get up to 10%.
Initiating surveillance.
Acknowledged.
Ready. We'll recon the site.
Okay. Let's confirm assignments. Let's time pass.
Offering assistance.
We don't happen to control Canada or the UK or whatever, right? So that's one of the reasons we'd have difficulties trying to arrest him here.
Person of interest surveilled.
We can see he's got a pretty low chance to actually succeed on the Terra mission. Okay, our mine is operational on Phobos again. Good to see. Which is one of the reasons we maybe don't need the volatiles very much. But it was why I was very interested in maybe more metals. Or more noble metals.
Public opinion is moving
Outside
in
of
our
radioactives, that's
direction.
the lowest thing we've got coming in. Okay, those are done. The cores are done. It's gonna take a little bit of time for the rest of it to be built. Looks like 30 days? Yeah, it looks like 30 days. And then the mine is another 30 days.
The people will come to our side.
We found something.
Here's what we found.
Yeah, I'm doing some of this investigation because the alien activity investigations here will help with getting things like exotic materials done quicker, which is one of the major researches that we're doing right now.
Where to? On the way to the target site.
And for 5
Where
ops,
to?
these alien investigations are pretty cheap.
Investigating alien site.
I think the next thing we're going to go into is probably take over Oman and Kuwait pretty quickly, so we can start to spin them into Saudi Arabia. Not so three counselor actions out. We can merge the UAE and Saudi Arabia, which is probably worth doing. They're about the same GDPC, about the same education level. If anything, UAE is too hegemonic, and this has enough cohesion that I think we'll be stable. Shouldn't be a problem. This is mostly getting the inequality down, so we're doing what we need to do. Although maybe at some point we want to move on to environment. Depends on whether I want to do more spoiling for stuff. And it is a little tempting to do a little more spoilage. I don't have it yet, but eventually we're going to want to set the cybernetics up. That would probably be worth spoiling into.
Lending my expertise.
Oh, I forgot to check how hard it would be to catch the alien. It probably hasn't improved that much. It's probably worth stopping
Got some
following
intel
him
on our
just
target.
because I can. Because if I can't catch him, there's no reason knowing where he is. It's not causing us problems over there.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Lightning was once feared as the anger of gods until we learned how to harness its might for ourselves. Some say fear is conquered by courage, but I say it is conquered by knowledge. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, Philosophy of Science Lecture Series.
Good old Project Exodus. Okay, so we got the arc lasers done. We get the next choice. Can't work towards adamantine armor because we're working on the only prerequisite to it. We do probably want to do something like integrated Earth space economy, so we can work towards fleet logistics for the really big ships. Although I maybe don't really need the really big ships until we got the really big, guns to go with them. And Earth space logistics only gives us, I think, the biggest one. I think it only gives us the Titans. So we can get all the way up to just shorter Titans without it. Might do plasma weapons. So we can get access to the plasma batteries. Might be even get plasma cannons on the LDAs. Forget how those work. Yeah, plasma weapons, let's move them up, so we'll pick them up earlier. It also has to get a little way away from materials. We need to invest in there to get and keep control. And we're getting real close to being locked in on fusion vision pulse drives and then being able to pull off of it to work on other things. Point defense, arc laser turrets. We'll set as a favorite. The batteries we'll want for the LDAs probably the green
Public
ones,
sentiment
not the
is
IR ones.
increasingly with us.
Colony core. Upgrading to settlement to a colony core unlocks 8 new module slots, bringing us up to a total of 20. Also allows us to build tier 3 stuff. This will also allow us to start discovering the tier 3 stuff so we can start doing the research. With that done, let's work on ring core. Ring core is a little bit more expensive. Victor 343 has arrived in low Earth orbit. I'm surprised it's not giving me a go-to on 343. Oh, because 343 just merged into one of these fleets. It arrived and merged. Lancer, Destroyer. Okay.
Guess what we found.
And then construction-wise, we've got... what's left in construction is about to deploy. Okay.
Recon complete.
Oh, what did I just... What's my open spot? Finished the social science one. Okay. You know, this is something I'm gonna check in the tech tree. I don't know, I wanted it to be full search, but India, let's just spell India wrong. India. Greater India. 100% chance to discover requires Bharat. Okay. Which I've probably discovered. That's probably what I'm missing. Is I'm expecting to find Greater India, and there's a prerequisite to it, which is that one. That one's reasonably cheap. Might be worth grabbing right now to start merging stuff. Although I don't actually control anything in that neighborhood. That's not like the Caliphate, which I control multiple in the neighborhood, so it'd be... I forget if we can go straight from Caliphate, from Saudi Arabia, if I gotta release it from Saudi Arabia and then merge Saudi Arabia back in. Because the national capital is in Saudi Arabia, but not sure if it technically is Saudi Arabia. Makes sense. Oh, that's pretty expensive. I think we might want to delay it for just that reason, for it being expensive. Let's just work on raw control points for the moment. It may mean I'm a little bit spread out, but... Okay.
Reporting in.
What is your odds to invest the guy, and is it getting better? It's getting a little better. It's up to 4, but it's only going to get up to... I think this is about as good as it's going to get. We got 5 intel on the target, which is what we're going to get. I can spend as much ops as I can, which only gets us 7 more. That's only going to get us 27. So it just needs to be an easier place to catch him, which is not, you know, Canada or the United States for the moment. So we can let him be. We can go do other more important things, like begin to move it into Oman.
Going after their people.
Where do you need me?
In Oman.
We're taking power.
Standing by.
Or do I want to have you go investigate? I'll have you investigate.
We'll see what we can find.
Your orders?
Actually, we'll have you investigate.
Headed there now.
We'll have you clearing
Where
out.
do you need me?
Xenoforming in... We've got a bit in China that's getting... Well, probably not getting very far.
Going in hot.
It's probably only a small deposit, isn't it? Light density, yeah. Got more espionage for you. You were saying up for the 80. I'm gonna... Actually, no, we're not gonna grab the right one. The Parasite emitter is +3. So 22 is good enough because I know I just have a tech that I need to research to pick up the parasite emitter. So we got that. Admin's capped at 24, right? Yeah. So command, or I could grab like connected or something. I think we'll go command. Start working the command up a bit there. Grab some espionage. Okay. Oh, and I suppose that would be an argument for this one. So, there's parasite resistance, which is not what I'm thinking of. Assume I favorited parasite emitter. There's cyborging. Parasite emitter. Okay, when we're done with all the other xenology ones, we'll do parasite emitter. So I want the... I don't know if it's the resistance I want next. Wait. Don't want to be running too much xenology at once, so we can focus the xenology bonuses on efficacy, getting through them all. So this is a tier 3 materials lab. We'll be wanting that. Not the highest priority. The highest priority is the tier 3 solar panel, followed by the tier 3 mine. So we can upgrade the mines. Because if we've got actual people living in the mines, we'd like the mines to work well. Okay, a bunch of hab defenses on Mars, so the places that get destroyed will be harder to destroy again. Crackdown mission successful. Okay, and the purge will follow up right behind. Holding cover the executive on the next swing.
We've moved the needle.
Velze is secure.
Critical success, assaulting the alien asset. Okay. And it was only light density, so for functional purposes it was gone. Tier 3 on the info.
We found something.
Tier 3 life.
We're in control here.
There we go. Do I spoil here? Yes, I'm going to spoil here. Colony mining complex, definite favorite. As soon as we're done with the rings, that we're going to go right onto the... Well, might be after the solar panels. We discover the solar panels first. Solar panels get priority.
Reporting in.
Okay. So you are purging the executive, which, in theory, you don't need it cracked down unless they do the defend.
Terminating the opposition.
You're going to do the crackdown, which is probably strong enough that they can't even stop you. If you
I'm here.
do a defend.
Gear up.
I'm here.
And then, not this counselor cycle, but next, we can merge UAE in United Arab Emirates into the Gulf Union.
I will try
Republic
to sway
Empire.
the public.
Okay, firm assignments, let some time pass. Infrared arc laser cannon. I'm actually gonna remember not to hit this. Well, actually, I can hit it as a favorite, and then I know when I do the upgrade, I can. I'll obsolete it. Space Works is tier 3.
Offering assistance.
So that's the tier 3 defense and the tier 3 space shipyard. Does remind me at some point I need to upgrade the shipyards from tier 1 to tier 2. Oh, that reminds me, not you. You. You're November. October, November. So I want to intercept these guys, like, now. A little short fight will delay them. That's the plan. We're not going to win that fight with one ship, but we'll fight the fight with one
will
ship
come
anyway.
to our side.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Crackdown is... Oh, that was the servants coming back in.
We're winning their hearts and
Servants
minds.
coming back in to get us? Interesting. Where's that? Us cracking the servants down. I think that was us cracking the servants down. Go. Engage. Auto-resolve. Lose the fight, accept. And we'll go up there and see when it's got delayed to April.
Prepping for next mission.
Let's go on for the good guys.
We've removed some
And we're now in
threats.
control. Actually, I do want boost more than this Wells, so focus on boost. And with that, manage relations. That is Oman. Make friendly. And then we go over to Oman. Tell it to make friendly with China and India. Oh, and Singapore.
Where to?
Oh, got it wrong way. You are the Purge. 93% unless they do the defend.
Targeting the opposition.
You are the Crackdown, which is
Ready for my mission.
98% even if before they do the defend. I'll invest 16. That should basically negate any defense if they do the
Targeting
defend.
their key people.
Ready.
We're gonna have you set national policy in Saudi Arabia.
Time to make a move.
And I'm
Where
gonna
do
have
you need
you
me?
go investigate.
Investigating alien site.
Okay, we've got fission pulse drives on lockdown, so we're gonna slow that research rate. Help us secure the other ones.
I will help them.
Nordic base Mars is repair. There we go. So those two bases have... The two new bases on Mars are done.
Crackdown complete.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Mission complete.
Unification, UAE, confirm. Saudi Arabia and the control of the initiative, the United Arab Emirates have decided to merge into a single nation. Which, from the Saudi Arabia standpoint, has improved everything. GDPC went up because UAE had higher GDPC than it. I think it had higher sustainability than it. Had a little bit higher education. Was far more cohesive. Inequality went down. Overall, much better. Although some of these mergers are not going to be quite so good. And solar farm, yeah, we're going to want that. That's going to be the thing we put on the ring right after ring hab gets researched, which is January.
Here's what we found.
Our associates are now in charge. We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Okay, probably about where I want to be. Oh, well, unless I want to run... No, I don't want to run spoils. Unless we wanted to run spoils, I think we're where we want to be to run environment here in Saudi Arabia, welfare-wise. We may reevaluate that as we merge more into it. And purge.
Removing our enemies.
And crackdown.
Standing by for orders. Applying pressure on their people.
What's the op?
Oh, I think it's 87 days before I can start the unification process there. So a nice long period of time. I think it's mostly going to be light in India, because we've got the troops hunting it. Yeah. If not absolutely nothing. Same sort of thing with China. I think that's the only one that doesn't have any troops. Oh no, we've got troops there already. Okay. What do I want you to do? Probably stabilize if that's the case. Although our nations... We're a bit authoritarian here, so our nations are fairly stable.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Reporting in. We'll make our appeal.
Okay. You're waiting for 80. You're waiting for 80. And that's holding around. Fair enough. Tech-wise, instruments, soft power, ring core, exotic materials. Got control, at least for the moment, on all of these. Although not, other than this one, not enough to be locked in on control. And again, the fission pulse drive, really we just care about Orion drive, and I suppose we got 50% investment here, so we probably are locked in on getting supercharge as well.
Offering counsel.
Mission was voluntarily aborted, that's fine. You have arrived. Give me a new automated mine. We're going to manage the mine because it doesn't need 2 vision files. And then you should have enough fuel to get back to Mars base for refueling. It's going to take you a little bit longer because we don't actually have half the gas tank, but feel free to burn it. You're inbound 63 days, you're outbound 247. And then the one we just launched has whatever it just said.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've hit them where it hurts.
We hit them where it hurts.
The people will come to our side.
Soft power is done. I'm gonna grab the cyclotron right now. I'm not sure if our existing ships have a module slot that I can shove it into. They have an empty module slot, they do. So I could throw one cyclotron in here to get the particle lances just to be that little bit more dangerous. I'd say a little bit more dangerous. It would be 33% more dangerous. So it's a pretty significant damage increase, actually.
Our people have taken control.
I have control of Kuwait, which means with the executive I can do into manage. China, India, Saudi Arabia, and Singapore, please. UFO crashes on Earth in Turkey. Okay. And the next merger is December. So basically early January we can merge Qatar in to Saudi Arabia. What is my current, Academy tolerates me, Project Exodus tolerates me. So if I take their point, they're going to be a little less tolerant. Although I could reach out to them and bribe them after the fact. That'd probably be easy enough to do.
Ready for orders. Targeting their center of power.
At your service. We're taking power.
Oh, I think the Kuwait one... is it Kuwait? Is that what the red there means? It'd be a hostile claim? Which I think historically would make sense, because Saudi Arabia did try to, invade Kuwait. History can be hitting your future plans sometimes, I suppose.
Offering assistance.
The rest are in green, so I can imagine that might be that Kuwait is a hostile claim. Or is it because Kuwait has more democracy? Kuwait also has more democracy, so it might be one of those scenarios where it's not hostile. Well, it may be hostile because it's too democratic. Fair enough. It's probably just enough to get into the Federation for the moment as well, so...
Public sentiment is increasingly
Even
with
if I
us.
can't pass it.
Control is vulnerable now.
Down successful.
Public opinion is moving in our direction. Our associates are now in charge.
Okay, we're in control of South Yemen. Don't do found space program in South Yemen. I think when we get in the Federation, we'll be able to do the mission control as is. So instead, focus on making the nation worse, because, I kind of want more spoils. It is actually going to be a little bit of work, so I need to do some public campaigning in Yemen first.
Work in the public.
Where to?
I'm here.
Can I get someone to contact Exodus? Nope. We don't know where they are. Although what I can do is I can help campaign with you.
Telling our story.
You're the person who's best at finding people, so
Your
go
orders.
go find me a counselor.
Eyes on target.
Ready for my mission.
Yep, we'll send you find a different one. Basically, odds
Surveilling
that we
target.
have the Exodus. 'Cause, yeah, we put them into conflict. We want to ideally probably get back to tolerance. We ideally want everyone else focusing on the servants and leaving us alone. So we can get them to do that. Which we can through strategic bribery. Non-aggression pacts are off the table at this point, but I think tolerance and other preferences is not.
I will help them.
Space Science Institute, okay.
I have new information.
You are Project Access, so that's probably all I need to say hi. Which is all I need to get
I
back to
have
the
new
tolerance.
information.
That's also a Project Access. Okay, so we got two people we can say hi to. Tournament core on Liguria is complete. Giving us even more water, more volatiles. I think we're close enough to here where we're basically locked in. They're not going to be able to catch up to us, so we'll turn that one down, slow it down a bit, and focus on other tasks. Okay, plasma weapons.
Things are cooling off.
Why are you in orange? Oh, you're in orange because we got too many mines. That's not a problem. Like, that's a problem, but that's not a
We've
problem.
moved the needle. Our cause is unjustified to them.
Invasion or command? We got you public campaigning, so probably just wait. You were saving up for something cost 80. And then you're the other one saving for 80. You're actually up to 69, so you're getting pretty good, pretty decent along it. Okay. Let's go one more council cycle. And then early next one will merge in Qatar here.
Lending my expertise.
Surveillance complete.
Oh, I forgot we're following them. And then I should be
Surveillance
saying hi
complete.
and not continuing to follow them. Whoops.
Order is returning.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Here's our ring core completing. Good. After that, we're doing solar farm, which is 2 or 3 farms. Or 2 or 3 solar power. A little bit of conflict between that and the cyclotron. That'll be fine.
The people will come to our side.
Some say swords to plowshares is mere sentiment, But here we are, using our nuclear bombs to explore the far reaches of space rather than doom our own home. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee on CNN.
Riding into space on nuclear explosions proposed as early as the 1947s. Long before we even knew that we're not alone in the universe. However, we lacked the advanced materials to contain and effectively direct the violently explosive power required for a successful launch. Mass designed spaceship drive that employs a small directed nuclear blast as propellant. Also known as the Orion drive. Riding the bomb. We still got to develop the bomb, the drive, but we've got the global for it. Can do electrostatic propulsion or inertial confinement or whatever. I suppose we should start to work this one. That's required for advanced chemical rockets. Oh, and this is required for some of the Tier 3 labs. Should probably grab this, because we're going to want this Tier 3 stuff. Put that in the queue. That won't conflict as much with other stuff. We'll put that up higher in the priority list. I think they could still catch up to me. It'd be hard for them to catch up to me on plasma weapons, but they could still catch up to me on plasma weapons. So we're not going to turn that down quite yet. Okay, looking at the time, we're over an hour. This is where we're going to put the part break in for YouTube. If you're watching YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. We're going to continue trying to merge the Gulf Union up. Once we're done with that, I might look for another merger tech. Whether I'm going to go India or the Caliphate. I'm not sure which of those two I'm going to go for next. Maybe India? India probably makes the sense. Most sense. The prerequisite for the Greater India one. Yeah, I think we're going to continue merging nations and growing nations that way. We're working on Cyclotron and the Solar Farm. Solar Farm is for HABs. Cyclotron is for our warships. I may actually work after Cyclotron. I think we have what we need for Tier 3 ships in here. We haven't researched it, but we should have. There it is, fleet combatants. I might start researching fleet combatants and then go into ship of the line. We'll either run battle cruisers or lancers or something. Of course, we'll want to upgrade the shipyards. We've at least upgrade them to 2, if not to 3, before we start building lancers. But that is believable that we can do that in the near future. Yeah, we got all the space infrastructure to improve. And things I think are going well. We're not having any problems trying to keep people out of China or India, or even Saudi Arabia, to that matter. People are mostly leaving us alone, which is going beneficially for me. And the servants are doing a good job of making everyone angry at the servants, at least. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be another part up tomorrow. And if you're watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I can take a short 3-minute break just to sip some tea and stretch my legs, and then we'll be back to record another part. We're going to record a total of 5 today, so there's actually going to be 2 more recordings today, 2 more hour-long recordings. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.